Hello fellow mutants, welcome back to another video, and in this video we're going to talk about the fourth issue in the last Ronin. I really like how in this issue we kind of get into introduced to the turtles. Like they seem to be like what, 14, 13. Seem like they should be in their early teenage years, and they're in some practice. They're doing some training with Casey Marie. One of the turtles, Uno. I think Uno was a he. Uno it was supposed to be what's the word? Security. Watch the other turtles' backs, because they each had their own roles. But Uno got impatient, tried going this stealth mission to rush things, and that fucked things up for them. And so Casey Marie shot them with paintballs. Casey Marie tells the other turtles, "Hey, go. I'll talk to you now." And so I like the lesson in this that Uno was telling Casey Marie was telling Uno, and she says to this is a story that she tells, which kind of references the original Last Ronin book, which is, listen, I know how hard it is to stay out of the action, kid. Been there, done that, but back when we were invading Roosevelt Island to fight Stockman, I saw Master Michelangelo was in trouble. So I broke from his plan to help him out. I saved him. But he told me something I never forgot. So this is a conversation between now Mikey and Casey Marie. I thought I told you to stay put. You did, and I didn't. Terrible discipline, excellent initiative. Don't do that again. Understand? Yes, Sensei. But I did understand. Not at first, but after a while I realized what he meant. Even though I saved him, I could have put the other resistance soldiers in danger. I was supposed to be leading and protecting them, and I totally lucked out that none of them got killed when I took off to help Sensei. You're our best fighter, Uno. You've been a natural since you were little, and brave as hell. But you gotta learn how to be a better teammate. Your brother and sisters were handling things on their end. Moja and Odin took out the Sinjas, and he was gonna open the door. Get the door open. She's a whiz with her gadgets. So Yi is the smart one. She's pretty much the Donatello from what I gathered. Was pretty nice, okay. And they were counting on you to have their 6. And by not trusting them to do their job, and by not doing yours, you let the entire team down, including yourself. Master Splinter talks about sacrifice a lot in his journal. And I think that is what it takes to be a good teammate and a good leader, especially when you're not the best at what you do. Learning how to sacrifice your ego, knowing when to lead from the front, and when to let others take the lead. And I thought that was really cool. Like a really nice story and a really nice lesson. And I think that lesson that April Marie was trying to tell, Uno, was it? Yeah, Uno. I think that was a really a really good lesson that, that we can all use. That sometimes is easy to take the reins and lead, but sometimes the best course of action is to let the team, the others in the team, lead, and I'll just take a backseat a little bit. so we can like that way we can like let other teammates have their moments shine. If that makes sense. Anyways, and then we get the good old classic Master Splinter's journal. And I like how it says in here, I'm the temple of pain. The mind and body can overcome it. And I don't know who says it. I can't see who said it. But also there's this other saying that's called that this guy named Napoleon Hill said. Great achievement is usually born on great. I can't see if that's an N or O or what letter that is after though, because part of the psi is covering it, but it says sacrifice to continue. Sacrifice and never. Oh, it's born off. I think it's off. Born off great sacrifice, and it's never the result of selfishness. So great achievement. It's usually born of great sacrifice, and it's never the result of selfishness. So that was cool, right? And then we get into like present day, where Michelangelo starts to narrate, saying, "How can I allow myself to do this? After nearly 3 years of non-stop bloodshed inside the damn cage, after all the carnage, after all the death, after surviving all that, how can I allow myself to kill my only friend, my blood brother? And then, how can I not? I already lost so much more than I can handle. My real brothers, my father, my closest friends, and a precious little heart sister. But I made my choice. Too late to stop now. Too late, story of my life. Too late for Raph. Too late for Leo, Casey, Jones, April O'Neil, the Future Droid, Donnie, Master Splinter. Too late for sweet, innocent Jero. Even when I tried to escape the tragedies that plagued me, I was too late. The mountains... it was too late. There were always more trouble waiting for me. For 9 years, no matter how far I ran, no matter where I ran to, the mountains, the sea, the wasteland, the trouble found me. And for all the time, the troubles had the same name. Deathworm. A name without a face. Relentless, haunting, like a ghost in the dark. And essentially, like, he continues, I'm not gonna read it all, but he, that's how he got captured into that, arena that we see, hold on. Here, on this page, and then this woman called Abigail Finn, he knows she's the head of this gladiator thing where pits, which he learns in here from another guy, that they pit humans and mutants together against each other, and whoever kills gets free. And he makes a friend, named Shaka. And, Shaka was a former professional mixed martial art expert that got kidnapped by, this Abigail person, right? And with each fight as the gladiator thing toured, with each fight, Shaka and Michelangelo got closer. And they were so good that now they were talking about the future here, right? Which the future for them meant we gotta face each other and one of us will die. And Shaka wants revenge on Deathworm because he ripped him off, stole him from his country. And essentially, in this fight that Michelangelo and Shaka has, not by choice. Shaka essentially sacrifices himself. He throws an axe at the Abigail woman, and Michelangelo, Shaka, why? Just making a noble choice, my friend. And then Abigail's old man said, "Kill the bastard! Kill the bastard!" And so the bastard got killed. And the way that they killed Sokka is that they have it where, like, Amanda Waller has for the Suicide Squad. And yes, I'm referencing the Suicide Squad. Where the members of the Suicide Squad has a microchip in their brain where if they, like, disobey, Argus can blow, like, activate the bomb in their head, cause the said person to die. That's the same thing that happened in here. Which was the reason why Michelangelo went on to fight in that gladiator match for, like, years. The time that he did, because if he didn't, and if he escaped, they would have triggered that bomb. And honestly, that's where the issue ends with Shaka's death. Michelangelo's over there like, whoa, and his ghost brother's like, whoa. So I'm very intrigued in how this last chapter and the last Ronin Lost Years will how it will end. Because this was the 4th chapter. So one more chapter and then I'll be complete and I'll be officially caught up in the last Ronin universe. But man, this is like, whoa, okay. Like, they throw no punch, like, there's no punches that they won't throw, like, that they won't hold back in. Like, whoa, okay. But okay, that's the last Ronin, Lost Years. And as usual, I don't know why, but I'm so drawn to the stories that Casey Marie tells the new Turtle team. And I like how this story kind of, she's trying to relate her point of what she's trying to know. Like, she tells the story of when she, when they were in the last Ronin, when they were invading the Roosevelt Island to fight Baxter Stockman, and how she broke off from her team, went to save Michelangelo, and how Michelangelo pretty much said, "You have terrible discipline but excellent initiative. Don't do that again." Like, I thought that was a cool callback to the original story of the last Ronin. I thought that was neat. It makes this actually makes me want to, like, reread the last Ronin. Because I read the last Ronin story, like, 3 times in general, and I gotta read it more. But, I enjoyed the 4th issue of this. I think, what was, I think what was one of the best parts of this, outside me liking the story that April Marie told Uno, is the fact that Michelangelo was down in his dumps. He met this guy when he was down in his dumps who reignited the fire in him, right? But then he had to fight his friend. And his friend making the noble choice, the noble sacrifice of giving his own life so Michelangelo did not have to kill him, and two, so Michelangelo can move on and essentially defeat Death Worm, which is the big bad of the Lost Year story. And so that way, Michelangelo can move on from Death Worm to going back to New York, fighting the Shredder's grandson. So I think that this is cool. Like I think, like it's not like a good, like I can't see that being an ideal situation to be in, but like it must have been hard for Michelangelo to go through this, especially having to do like having to like essentially make a choice. Okay, either me or my friend, and this friend saying no, I'm making that choice for you, and having to like see like his friend sacrifice himself for him. Jeez, that must, wow. I feel for Michelangelo in here. I feel for Michelangelo in here. But anyways, what do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section down below. Oh, Volume 4 of The Last Ronin, Lost Years. Next review I do on this, I am going to be doing Part 5, the finale of The Lost Years. So I'm very, very excited to see how this, like, I should say excited. Maybe that's like a, that's probably poor choice of words, but very intrigued. I'm very intrigued in how this will end. Since I already like began this, I might as well finish it, right? But enjoying this. Let me know how you guys feel about this in the comment section down below. Love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Be kind to one another. I will talk to you, fellow mutants, later.